Okay. Take 4, I guess. You can't buy a sibling at the local supermarket. Instead, you have to be in a family with parents that still want more after you. You need folks who still fuck, or else you are out of luck, because you won't find a sibling sitting in the fresh produce. Now you can't buy that one discontinued snack from the 90s at the local supermarket. Just like you can't buy fruit salad sweeties for 1p. In the case of one as to why it's gone, the simple answer is inflation. But the other probably had asbestos as a flavor enhancing ingredient or something, and that's why you can't process corn anymore. No, you can't buy cheese at your local supermarket. No, not that kind of cheese. No, I don't want to elaborate. And you can't buy your great-great-grandparents back at the supermarket, but that is no great loss. They were really not that great. It was a different time. And you can't buy Animal Farm at your local supermarket unless it's in the little charity second-hand book stand at the door. And that doesn't really count, as it's not buying it at the supermarket. That's buying it at the little book stand for charity that happens to be in the supermarket. But otherwise, you can't buy Animal Farm at your local supermarket, as it is not printed regularly in large enough numbers for that kind of proliferation. No, you can't buy another supermarket at your local supermarket, because they don't like competition. Duh. And you can't buy New Zealand at your local supermarket, as it is a large island pairing on the fringe of Oceania. And you can't buy a car at your local supermarket. How the hell would you fit it in the bag? And you can't buy retro video games at your local supermarket, and go elsewhere for your emulator hack. You can't buy the whereabouts of the man who stole your bike at the supermarket, unless your cousin works security and the man who stole your bike from the supermarket. And there was a camera to see the man who stole your bike from the supermarket taking it. And the video quality of the man stealing your bike from the supermarket isn't very extra shit. No, you can't buy the concept of gravity from the supermarket. And on that one, I will wait for the other shoe to drop. And you can't buy a holiday to Greece at your local supermarket. And the closest substitution will mean aisle 3 needs a mop-up. Or you can't buy a W key for your keyboard from your local supermarket. I'm sorry, gamer. It seems you fucked up. And you can't buy the original Magna Carta from your local supermarket. But if there's some kind of commemorative promotion, then you can get a commemorative cup. And you can't buy the return of your online privacy at a supermarket, even an online one. Or gravestones, they require an artisan. You can't buy Highland cows at your local supermarket. Not whole ones. Anyway. No, you can't buy an entire orchestra at your supermarket. As that might be human trafficking. And how do you find the sell-by date? You cannot purchase a smallpox vaccine at your local supermarket because of some kind of rules about how to use vaccines so they don't fail. You can't buy discounted fake currency at the local supermarket. If you do, you might end up in jail. And you can't buy love at the local supermarket. No, that'll be the velvet curtain place down end of town. And you can't buy happiness at the local supermarket. But you can buy a hell of a lot of booze if you're feeling down.